our YouTube community. This is the Fragmen. I'm Andy.
I'm Buddha. What up?
Yeah, we're back. It's been about a year and a half. We've got a new background behind us. Got some swag with us. That's right, we got some swag. So first review, I got this a few months back, and it is Angel Men's Pure Havane. This is a limited edition. It was released in 2011. It was released after the massive hype that was surrounding the Angel Men Pure Malt of 2009. Let me just show you there's the bottle, or the box in. Some code, and it should be right there. Let's open it up. Again, there's a code there for the My Circle bit on the website. You can put that code in, which I've already done. So there's the bottle. All these bottles are kind of the same. The flankers are just a different color. There's your famous star, the yellow star in the middle, and there is, if you can get further in there. I don't know if I can. All right, so let me just give it an initial spray. There you go, bud.
Thank you, sir.
So this one has been kind of compared to a really, really nice Cuban cigar. But I get this note, like a cherry note, like a really strong, like a sweet cherry note. The tobacco's there, but I get a sweet cherry note. So let's do the note breakdown. So at the top, we have fresh tobacco leaves. On the mids, we have honey tobacco and vanilla notes. And in the base, we have patchouli, obviously patchouli being one of the signature notes for the original Amen, and bitter coca. And the perfumier for this was Jacques Hollier. And the price range for this bottle, now I've noticed on eBay, since it is available, you can get this at FragranceNet. I actually bought this at a local vendor, I think it was Belk. I walked in. I was actually looking for Chanel Allure Homme, and I wanted to test this, and I kind of said to the lady I couldn't make up my mind, and she goes, it was the last bottle left, easy decision. I thought, you know what, I'll get it, spare the moment, and I hadn't had it on my skin for more than 5 minutes, so it was kind of a bit of a blind buy, knowing how complex the Angel Men line is, but I got it and I have no regrets. But I'm sure you can still get this. I know you can get it online and also at some vendors. You can risk it on eBay, although I don't necessarily advocate that, because I did see some bottles of pure malt and this going for like 39 bucks, and the star was the wrong color in the middle. It obviously was a fake. It was like that's completely clear. That's the juice inside that. So the other bottle was completely colored over. It was yellow, just completely yellow. It was a complete fake. So yes, you can still get this. I would recommend it just because it's limited edition. You know the hype about these ones. I'm sure we're one of 100 different reviewers doing this fragrance. The hype that these guys, Thierry Mugler, have made is like, these guys are pros. They release it, they get the hype out around it, then they draw it back, wait for a year or so, then they release it again for a few months, and then they do the same. So in the meantime, people are buying 5 or 6 of these and then selling them online. I saw these online a few years ago for like 250 bucks. No kidding me. $250 for a bottle of that. Starting at about 150. So you really can't go wrong buying this when it's still around. In terms of the flankers, this is probably the most unique out of all the, if I put Angel Men, Pure Shot, Pure Coffee, Pure Leather, Pure Malt together with this one here, this is probably I think the most unique. This could almost just be a separate fragrance on its own. It has very subtle notes. That patchouli's there, but that's really about it. When I smell Pure Malt, I smell this beautiful bright opening with the boozy note, which I'm starting to get now. Yeah. But it still has that Angel Men DNA. So this could almost be a complete separate fragrance. And what I love about this line is, even with the DNA strand running through them, is if you have like Chanel Allure Homme and then you mix it with like the Chanel Allure Homme Sport, you know, they add things to them to make them brighter. But this one here, they really go out of their way to make it almost completely different and unique. And I mean, they really tried. So the idea behind this is kind of like a Cuban cigar note. But I mean, I do get a tobacco, like a honey tobacco. It's very sweet. With that cherry note that lingers around and that turns down into this kind of caramelly. The honey's still there. There's a teeny bit of a chili, but it's kind of edging its way. But it's that honey note and caramel, vanilla. There's even that bit. It says bitter cocoa, but it's not really bitter in my opinion. It's very smooth and sweet. Anyway, I'm talking too much here. I'm gonna let this guy give us some height or drop it like a stone. On you go. Your turn, buddy.
Let me say it's good to be back. I miss y'all people. Anyway, back to this. The subject at hand. Oh shit. Okay. I get vanilla, cherry, and spice.
Right.
Like
I picked it up. I'm off.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I say that because off the first spray, right? Off the first spray, first thing you smell is cherry. That's it, hands down. You smell cherry.
Absolutely agree with you.
And then because of the sweetness that's mixed in with the cherry, you smell the vanilla.
But you almost can't tell the sweetness from the cherry. I can't anyway. It's like, is that a sweet cherry?
Cherry has this distinct scent about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even in, I've smelled like alcohol that smelled like cherry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Cherry has this, there's a scent about it. Anyway, so when I first sprayed it, right, and I will say, this is one that the pure malt I smelled that a few years ago. I told you that. You know what I mean? And I didn't like it when I first smelled it because over the years, like I was talking yesterday, over the years, what I like has changed so much. You know what I'm saying? It's changed a lot as far as what I like in scents. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit more lenient towards kind of that sweeter scent, but if it's the thing about pure malt and this one, it's sweet, but it's very it's mature.
Yeah. Now, what age range would you put this as?
30s.
30s.
Yeah.
I would say 25 and up.
I would not.
But then again, you know what?
If you can pull it
take
off,
all that back.
If you can pull this off, if you're 20, 21, 22, and you can pull this off, go for it. I'm not knocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Angel Men, just there's something about them that it's not, and not to say anything, but it's like it's not for kids.
No.
You
the other thing is this one here compared to the Angel Men Pure Malt, which I think is a winter fragrance. It can be a bit difficult to wear. This is more. I could wear this in the summer. This is definitely much more versatile.
I wouldn't, because the reason being, there's something about certain fragrances that when you wear them in the wintertime, the cold air, the season, it mixes well with the scent. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say was, off the first spray, you smell the cherry, you smell the vanilla. That's an instant. Let it sit, go back to it 10 minutes later, that's where I got the spice, where I was like, I kept smelling, and even now I'm smelling it like there's something I'm trying to pick up what that is exactly, but to me, it's I get the cherry and the vanilla.
Yeah. Alright guys, so that has been a review on Pure Havane by Angel Men, and I say buy it. It's unique, but just be aware that it doesn't necessarily last as long. So what do you think? What's your final view on this?
Go buy it.
Rate out of 10?
9.
9? I'm agreeing. Well, I'm going to go 8, just because of that projection issue. Alright guys, so this is the Fragman. This has been Pure Havane. We will see you next time. It's good to be back, people, and we will keep them churning out. Alright, I'm Andy.
Buddha.
Peace.